Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. Today our battle is once again between the Tengu and the cult, and we are doing the Emissary this time. So what we have is a small farm holding that is in the protection of the Tengu, and out of the swamps have come zombies and the undead, and it's chased the farmers away, and of course the farm is no longer producing any supplies for the Tengu, so they've come to drive the undead back into the swamp from whence they came. So it's corner deployment, so the Tengu will be deploying over here, and the cult will be over in that corner there, and we will be back in a second and I'll show you the armies. Alright, here's our little 25-point Tengu police force for the day. It's led by Katenbo at 9 points. He's backed up by Itsubo at 8 points, and finally Hakusabo at 8 points. Here we have the Cult of Yurei, their 25-point army. This is Uncle Kato, apparently, right here, who has come down to the little undead farmstead to visit his nephews, who are running the farm, but have been having bird trouble. So, of course, the uncle brings along his little pet rats, and they're going to see if they can chase the birds out of their little undead happy family farm. Here's our deployment roll. Oh, definitely good for the cult. What would you like, sir? You want me to deploy first or you?
You can deploy first.
All right. See you after deployment. All right, here we have deployment cam. So I had to put down first. So here I am at the leading edge of my little 6x6 box. And I'm trying to get my Vim over to there. And there is the puppet master. Sorry, Uncle Kato, leading his two nephews and their little group of friendly household rats. So there we are, and we're going to keep you guys in the dark about who the Vim are, primarily so you can't harass us about how stupid we're playing them. We'll see you in a bit. Tactical roll for turn number 1. And the cult has it. Here is the end of turn 1. As you can see, both sets of forces are moving forward, sort of. Both of my main fighters, Hakusabo and Itsubo, meditated so they could bump up their ki. And then Hakusabo, who does not fly and has to slog his way through the water, decided to plow forward and get about halfway up the board or so. Now the poor put upon undead farmers and their uncle are making their way across the ford by the water.
Back home.
And the rats are working around the flanks. So there we go. That's what we've got. We will be right back. Tactical roll, turn 2. And once again, the farmers want their lands back. Here's the end of turn 2, and things get interesting. As you can see, Hakusabo and Katenbo and Itsubo have been moving west at top speed now that they've got their key generated. And looks like they may be trying to work their way around that farmhouse to get at the deployment zone. In the meantime, Hakuzubo, who can't fly and can't go through the river, is going around the other side in an attempt to present a quandary to the gentle undead farmers.
Thank you.
Who have decided to take their farm back. That is their top priority. They've got their farm, they've got their cart, everything's in good shape.
We built this city.
Good old Uncle Kato. Uncle Kato's got his rocking chair underneath the eaves of the front porch. He's all set. So their inability, they can go pretty much anywhere they want to. So we will see who's got the better strategy. And that's it. We will see you in a bit. Tactical roll for turn, whatever. That's a 4 and a 4. We'll have to do it again. Thank you. All right, let's try this again. Tied again. All right. Come on, guys. This is excitement here, right? You guys want dice rolls? Here they are. One more time. Oh, there's a 1.
There's a 3.
And a 3. All right. Tengu gets this particular roll. Here we are at the end of turn 4. Maybe?
I believe so, yeah.
So here's where things stand. The Tengu continued to outflank. So Hakuzubo kind of went around here and then kept going. And while he was doing that around here, my two good models, Katenbo and Itsubo, worked their way around using the cover of the river and started making a dash towards the back corner. The cult, who are clearly just innocent farmers and are just so happy to have their land and their farm back, kind of milled around the center, moving as they could. I mean, they are very limited in how fast their movements are. But they took the center so that they can react to whatever happens. Unfortunately, what happened was that Hakuzubo turned out to be my Vim, and he moved into the deployment zone, and so I was able to claim the first point. However, now the cult knows who my Vim is, so I will be running away a lot. So that's where we are. Interesting game so far. Lots of shuffling on the part of the farmers, but and lots of running and fast movement on the part of the Tengu, and I guess that's kind of what the two factions are about. So pretty cool. Everybody's pretty true to form at this point. We'll see how things go in the next turn. Tactical roll for turn 5. Oh, and the cult has it. Thought I should make a video about this. As everybody was running everywhere, Katenbo just walked up and took a whack at the closest rat and did horrible things to it. I didn't even roll damage. The worst I could do was 6 damage. And of course the rats only got 2. And it turns out that the little standy-up rat was the Vim. So he was trying and got pretty close to my deployment zone, and then Hakuzubo got into his, and then before he had a chance to move his Vim away, my bird samurai just walked up and made a meal out of him. Totally random. No, there's no thought to it at all. He was just the closest model.
Such a dick guard.
There we go. From my generous opponent. You want to say that again?
Don't play hard.
All right, sorry. We'll see you in a bit. This is turn 4. I'll pan back just a little bit. The Tengu have scattered and then attacked. The Hakusabo has made a dash for the corner. He's got to survive 3 turns, of which turn 4 was the first. And then over here, both Kitenbo and Itsubo came in to engage. And not much has happened, to be honest. There's been some fighting. A zombie got knocked down. He stood right back up. And we're still in combat. So, and then over here, if we swing the camera around, you see that there are a couple of rats and there's another zombie over here somewhere that are getting in position to go after Hakusabo. So that's where things stand at the moment. Hakusabo dies, and the cult will win. And it's my responsibility or my job to try to keep him out of trouble. We shall see. Turn 5 summary. Things have gotten a little more interesting. Everybody is engaged in combat just about. These 2 fights have been going on down here. Hakusabo and Uncle Kato have been belly bouncing the entire game, so nobody's taken any damage there. However, the 2 zombies have been putting the wood to Itsubo, so he's down to two wounds left. The fight that matters, however, are the 2 rats against Hakusabo, and Hakusabo has taken a point of damage from poison. But that's where things stand. So we'll see how things go from here. On to the last turn, turn 6. Tactical roll for the last turn. Looks like my dice is cocked. Would you hand me that, please? So let's try this again. I need to beat a 2. And I don't. All right. Cult gets go.
Oh my gosh. He looks really awesome.
End game wrap up. Turn 6 is over. And even though the day was lost for the cult, they did exercise a measure of vengeance as the 2 brother farmer zombies were able to take out Itsubo and lay him low. Kitenbo did finally take out the puppet master. And way over here on the far side, Hakusabo survives. Killed one of the rats and is fine. He's got like 5 health left. So, in the end, victory was 3 points for the Tengu and no points for the cult. But the cult have, I think, control of their farm and they're happy. And that's where we are. Any final comments, sir?
You're 12. Stop it.
Probably should have. I think playing a little bit more defensive may have helped in the long run, but definitely too late going offensive later. So maybe push for a bit more aggressive with the call.
So what was your favorite model from your perspective or your side? What was
my favorite model?
Yeah, your favorite model from in your army.
Oh, I'd have to say definitely. I would say rat. Rat's been my favorite right now. So
sure,
they seem to tie up really good.
And what was your most hated model? from my army?
Oh man.
What annoyed you the most?
What's that? Sabo?
Oh, that's Katenbo. That's
Katenbo.
that's my big samurai.
Yeah, Katembo. I'd have to say I'm not really too fond of that guy.
Okay. Well, I'm sure you'll get another shot at it.
Oh, I will. I will.
All right. Well, thank you. I guess we'll have to do this handshake thing. All right.
Again.
Thank you. See you soon. Thanks everybody for watching.